How do you get a country that was as great as America was in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s to be this divided on the brink of what appears to be civil war because of liberal and conservative views and ideologies? It starts with two things. One, first and foremost, is the responsibility of the own people, which comes in the fucking home. You raise your children to have work ethic. You raise your children to be disciplined, to show respect, to have loyalty. You raise your children to be ambitious, to want to be something, to contribute to society. You don't raise your children to want a fucking handout. You don't raise your children to think that socialism and everything being equal is the way things are. Because when you look at human evolution, there has never been a society ever in history where extreme liberalism or socialism has led to a better society. The successful people in this country know that it takes relentless hard work and obsession to get there. The children growing up in a mass amount of broken homes, because half the country is divorced, are getting their ideologies and viewpoints from TikTok. There is no education. It doesn't exist. They don't have a Frank Pantano raising them. They don't have a father figure to tell them right from wrong. They don't have a father figure to teach them how to work, to teach them how to be ambitious, to say, oh, whatever you want to do, I'll help you. This is the path you need to take. They don't have it. So they fucking complain constantly. They're growing up in a fucking society that is completely broken. What do you expect? But they've taken it too far. There is no more healthy, really debate. Action needs to be taken place. Society must be changed. And it starts with all of us in the home. As simple as that. If you're not going to be a political active figure, that's fine. Make sure your kids aren't fuck-ups first, and that will trickle down to the future. It's not that difficult to understand. I will always be the voice of reason. I will always be the voice protecting the fucking innocent that can't protect themselves. I will always be the voice of equality across fucking gender and ethnicity and all that. But it comes to a point where common sense has to rule. And having everything be completely equal is not how it works. Look around you. Walk down the street. The people that were fuck-ups 10 years ago are fuck-ups when they're 30, are fuck-ups when they're 40. It is not equal. That's why there is a 1%. That's why certain people have to lead, because they're more successful. They can critical think better. That just is what it is. This country is based off a foundation of rules and laws. There has to be discipline. There has to be authority. There has to be consequence. Or people are going to get stabbed on the fucking train for no reason. And the second major reason is the economy in general. I mean, like, are you surprised that Gen Z hates everyone else? I mean, what did you leave them, boomers? Mortgage rates at 7%? Fucking auto delinquencies at all-time highs. Credit card fucking APR rates, 30%. They're living in a mountain of student loan debt. You have inflation pegged at 3%. CPI was fucking 9.1 in June 2022. Powell's raised rates 11 times. 4.25 for almost 2 years now. That's constricting to the corporate landscape. Both the public and private sector are in shambles. You cannot get a job. There are more unemployed people right now than there are job openings. If you build a country where you issue trillions and trillions of dollars of debt every single fucking presidency, this is where your youth is going to end up, with no future. So while it does start in the home, it also starts at the top as well. And there's not much someone like me right now can do about that. So we have to work from the ground level up, okay? Being conservative is not the party of some extreme crazy thing. Being conservative and having traditional values in a nuclear family is human evolution. The most successful families come from basic traditional conservative values. Charlie Kirk is a 30-year-old kid. He is advocating to get married, work hard, raise good children so they can ride their bicycle in the street. What is the fucking problem? Did he have some extreme views? Sure, did we agree with all of them? Not all of them, but to the core of his message is just be a good fucking person. Move society forward. Charlie debated anyone, regardless of your personal view, but we are divided. One of the first things Charlie said, he always said, was the moment constructive debate and conversation ends, that is when you dive into chaos. And we are fucking there. Celebrating assassinations on fucking social media, we are divided. You are now the enemy. You are going to be a part of the good movement moving forward, where we take care of one another and move the country forward in the right way, regardless of your fucking race, ethnicity, religion. These people are so far gone in delusion and have crossed the line in their minds to a level that is irreversible, and it is our responsibility to fix it. There are people on social media all fucking day, no job, completely out of shape, don't take care of themselves, zero work ethic, zero care for anyone except themselves. They want government handouts, they want money, they want everything to be for them, for them, for them. They don't give a fuck about contributing one iota to society. They don't want to have kids, they don't want to protect the future, they want to protect themselves. This is the new America, okay? And this is not only what Vienna is gonna have to fucking grow up in, but Danielle is as well. And so is all of your little sisters and your children. The fucking people on the internet right now celebrating the death of a kid that wants a better future for the nation, saying he's an extreme fascist because he wants his kids to grow up in a place where they can get along, regardless if you're a black, white, yellow, Indian, and you're cheering for him to be slaughtered on live television that my little fucking sister has to watch. If you agree that murdering people in cold blood on national TV is the way to go about moving the human race forward, you are the fucking toxic problem that needs to be weeded out. There is no counter argument to someone disagreeing with someone else and you blowing him away when he has two little kids at home. And those two little kids are going to grow up the same fucking way I grew up, with no mother, feeling pain every goddamn day of their lives because someone disagreed with the fact that Charlie was a nice guy and friendly debated you if you had an opposing view. This is one of the saddest fucking days of my life. This is one of the saddest fucking days for all of us. If we do not set the example, the society will die. Step the fuck up and say something. I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you're fucking Indian. I don't care if you're an immigrant. Do the right fucking thing, or your children are gonna grow up in a fucking war zone.